Hi everyone, it is Sunday the 31st of May 2020 and I'm having a look at the global indices. I'm starting off with Wall Street. So we had another bullish week last week. The daily in isolation looking nice and healthy, having broken out of a recent range, continuing to climb up, and so in isolation looking good. We actually have a confirmed uptrend of high lows, high highs on the weekly. That's worthwhile mentioning. Also that a nice bullish candle has formed on the Friday. So in isolation, all of this is pointing to bullishness. The momentum indicators continue to look nice and bullish. There's no divergence there, and so price is looking relatively healthy. So in isolation, not to say that of course in the bigger picture, yes, of course I'm rationally expecting at some point a bigger correction, but the fact remains that technically the markets are bullish. Okay, so trading in line with that makes a lot more sense, especially now that we have broken out of that range. And so that's what I'll be looking for. But as usual, I'll always be making sure that my stop losses are reasonably tight and technically located in the right place in case there is some kind of an adverse market move. We've got quite a lot of news this week. There's civil unrest in the US and we have a lot of US data coming out, so this week could turn out to be interesting news-wise. Looking at the S&P 500, also a nice little flat level breakout there, bullish candle looking good. So all of this in isolation looking nice and bullish across the board. The momentum indicator is really nice and bullish there. Nasdaq, same thing, has done a flat level breakout over there. It's coming back up to the all-time highs. There tend to be statistically rejections second time round, so if we come up to an all-time high we could have a reaction against that, and it is overextended on the weekly, so a normal healthy pullback could occur here. I'll just be keeping an eye there. We're very close to it, so in other words we could find that the market moves up in the first half of the week and then back down by Friday. There could be a reaction, so let's just see how that ultimately unfolds. Even the fangs of pullback, nice old bullish candle here, they are of course at recent highs, so we'll see how that unfolds. Then we look at Russell 2000, also looking good, nice old bullish candle there, also confirmed. I mean, it's a bit of a rough uptrend, but higher lows, high highs. The FTSE 100 in the UK sort of edging out of its range, not as bullish but also not heavily bearish. EU, so Euro stocks continuing to climb, so all of these so far looking good. The DAX also nice and bullish, coming into resistance as we head up into these levels. So all of them obviously coming into resistance levels, and in isolation, many of them looking quite bullish. We've still got Hang Seng and Hong Kong is still looking more bearish than bullish. Japan as well. You can see Nikkei looking really nice, continuing on upwards and a solid boost of a week. And then we finish off here with the ASICs, which is also broken out of its range, very similar to the FTSE in the way that it's behaving here. So again, just to recap, all of the charts technically are looking more bullish than bearish, and at the same time I'm aware of the bigger picture implications of a possible deeper correction, so I will just be managing my risk accordingly. But right now there are no short positions because the trend is to the upside, so I need that trend to change if I'm looking to go short. Otherwise I'm just going against the current, and obviously that's increasing my risk. And so we'll see this week if the market starts out one way and changes, or if there's any significant moves. As I said, there's a lot of news this week, but yep, so a direction for me is nice and clear, and so far the market's looking nice and bullish, and there may well be opportunities in the early part of the week as well. And that's it. So exercise caution out there and be sensible. Thank you.